in the world, in history, whether it's in a company or in a nation before, you have success by having a lot of really strong people.
Hi, today we have with us Mr. Hatem, Group CEO, EAN. Thank you so much for talking to Edge Middle East today.
Thank you, and delighted to join your podcast today.
Thank you. EAN has had an interesting journey from being a pure telco to now, like you were mentioning, a tech co-organization. But I always believe that there are leaders like you and then there are leaders like others. But you have worked more towards creating more leaders in the organization. And I've always believed culture of a company plays a significant role. So can you tell me a little bit about how that has shaped?
Look, in the world, in history, whether it's in a company or in a nation before, you have success by having a lot of really strong people, exceptional people in the organization. And I think that this is something that I understand very well, and a lot of other business leaders understand. Maybe not all, but a lot of them do.
Right.
And therefore, as we are going through a journey of transformation for the company, as we move from being a regional telco to being a global tech company, we needed to make sure that we have the right people that support this. So we have been working on developing talent, both internal talent, but also attracting some of the best talent in the world to the company.
Right.
And today when we look, we have a lot of great people that are leading the company. We have also restructured the company in business units that gives people responsibility and accountability to be able to push forward with the agenda. So rather than be a centralized, very hierarchical organization, we have now EAN Life. Within EAN Life, we have business units like EAN Money, like Stars Play, like Kareem, that are all run as independent companies. We have the telco businesses that also are running very effectively. We have EAN Enterprise, and even within EAN Enterprise, we have different business units. And that allows us really to compete, not on a general basis, but specifically in every area to understand exactly what the capabilities are, what the customers need. At the same time, we are able to synergize. So when we sell service in one area, we are also able to sell other services to the same customer.
Right.
So it's really a very interesting model, and that generates also a lot of leaders in the organization because people have accountability and responsibility, so they need to live up to it.
You know, when you talk about accountability and responsibility, they're very, very big terms, but few people understand it, and it forms a central part of a company's culture. How did you ensure that it becomes an integral part of the EAN culture and ethos?
I think we are a very much a goal-oriented company. We have very clear KPIs, we have very clear targets that we're going for, and we track these very well.
Right.
And as we work with our leaders at the different levels in the organization, up to the very junior people have clear outcomes that are expected of them, that are tracked, that there is a dialogue that is ongoing. When people are, let's say, veering off track, people, their managers talk to them, and hopefully they can go back. If not, people also understand that to be successful in this organization, you need to deliver. Mm-hmm. And that I think is very important. And the fact that you have a very strong evaluation system for people, where you recognize the best performers, push them up, where you also recognize people that are failing to perform, you try to help them. If not, you help them exit gracefully and go and do something else that fits their profile. I think these are very important things. I think that, while it's always good for an organization to have a heart, it also needs to have a very clear brain as well, and be able to focus on what needs to be done.
It's a very well put line. It's good for organizations to have a heart and also have a very strong brain. But how do you think this is important in creating a culture, and how important do you think is a company culture that helps towards, a better business growth and development?
Look, I think the company culture comes from two things. First, what matters to people. And what matters to people is the business results and the numbers and the goals, but also the values of the organization. And we really take a very strong line in evaluating people against the values as well. And we have three values to make life very simple. I mean, under these values, there are some subtitles, but the clear values is being customer obsessed and understanding what the customer needs and understanding that we are here to serve the customers, as our key goal. Second thing is to dare to be bold. And therefore, we are going to try new things. We are going to do things also differently in the way we run the business, and understanding that this will take courage. It will not always work, but we have the right people to make it work most of the time. And the third one is uniting as one. So understanding that while the organization has now many different verticals and business units, we still need to find the maximum synergy we can get between them to deliver a superior service to our customers, but also to deliver great results to our shareholders.
Right. While hiring, what is that one thing you look for? Because you said you need to work as an individual and also as one, as an organization as one. What are the things that you look for?
We need people that are both initiative takers, but we need also people who are team players.
Right.
So these are very, very important. And I don't think that they're exclusive of each other, because you can do both. You can be taking initiative, but at the same time taking people with you and not just moving on your own. Because if you move on your own, you will also fail to deliver at the end of the day.
I have always wondered, everyone talks about culture, everyone talks about diversity and gender diversity to be an important part of culture. And I've been told it's a very key topic for you and something close to your heart. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Absolutely. So this, I think, is something that we need to understand, but it needs to be second nature. So I think it's sometimes wrong to try to artificially push it. But it needs to be part of the values and culture. And that's what we have been doing.
Yeah.
We have now a number of ladies that are our colleagues in the leadership of the company. But in addition to this, and I think most importantly, we are now attracting in our new hires a bigger percentage of females than males.
Wow.
And they are all top performing, very, very smart caliber. And this over time will end up with a lot even more leaders, female leaders in the business. But let's also be clear that for us, diversity is diversity of background, diversity of experience, and diversity of nationalities as well. And while of course, today 53% of our staff in the UAE, for example, are Emiratis, which is one of the highest in all companies our size, we still have a lot of other nationalities in the business. We have from all corners of the earth, from every continent. I think we don't only have anybody from Antarctica, but other than that, we have every other continent represented, both males and females. Also people that are coming from pure telco experience, people that are coming from banking, from consumer goods, people that are coming from the technology industry and the IP world. So we have really managed to get that balance in the business.
Right. And why do you think that's important to have this balance for any business?
It's very important because people contribute different thoughts and bring different perspectives.
Wow.
So by having that kind of diverse perspective, I believe we are able to deliver and do things much more creatively and much more effective and faster than our competition.
Great. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you. Pleasure was mine.